All right, welcome everyone. My name is Laura Harris, and I am happy to have you here with us today. I'm going to be sharing today the travel club that you never knew you needed. How many of you feel like the cost of resorts, hotels, anything related to travel has just gone through the roof, making it really difficult for so many people to travel? I know certainly my family was feeling that. So I am happy to share an opportunity for you to be able to travel at 5-star and 5-star luxury for 2 and 3-star prices. If you knew that that was available to you, is that something you take advantage of? I know certainly for us, we would. So you're at the right place today. And over the next 30 minutes, I'm going to give you an overview of our travel club and all of the benefits that it entails. And then also, if it's something that you're open to sharing with other people, the income opportunity that is associated with that. And I want to encourage you to do what my mentor encouraged me when I first looked at it. She said, look at it, Laura, with an open mind, because our mind is like a parachute. And if it's not open, it doesn't work. So let's just dive right into it. Oh, hold on here. My screen is not forwarding. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Here we go. Okay, so Travel Advantage is the name of our travel company, and it is an app on your phone. You can also access it, of course, through your computer. And it is a club that gives you insider access to wholesale pricing. We don't have any blackout dates. We have 150% best price guarantee. And our CEO created and owns the app and the technology associated with it. So we are always in control of it. Any changes that are made are going to be our decision. And one of the things that was really important to me was when I saw that the Trustpilot rating on this app and this club was 4.8 out of 5. We have over 500,000 users. And I wanted to make sure that our family and anyone that I shared it with was going to have a good experience. And that speaks so highly of it. So the way that it works, if you look at the top there, there's Netflix, Spotify, Amazon, Dropbox, like all of these different clubs, right? And I imagine that many of you are a member of at least one of those. I think I'm a member of every single one. It really is the way that our world is going these days towards a club-based environment. So that's what we have here is a travel club. We are not travel agents. So once you become a member of the club, you book your own travel and it unlocks for you exclusive curated life experience trips that only our company has. And if you refer 3 other people, you can waive your membership fee. Our team has a personal goal of helping 100 people by February to waive that membership fee. And with that, they will get a free trip at the end of 12 months. So we invite you guys to be a member of that Elite 100 Club and be able to travel more for nothing, essentially, once you get your membership fee waived. We also have AI built into our app, and there is no other travel company that has this, and it's really pretty amazing. So you can go into our app, you can tell it where you want to go. So let's say that you want to go to Chamonix, France. I did this just a week ago with a friend. You tell it who you're traveling with, a partner, friends, however many people. Do you want a low, medium, or high price budget? And what activities do you like? And within minutes, your AI trip planner will have hotel suggestions, flights, and activities, along with a map that shows you if they're recommending activity A and B in one day, it tells you, it's 20 minutes to walk from this activity to the next. And literally through our app with the click of a button, you can make your reservations for the hotel, you can reserve your flights, and you can reserve your activities. So that is AI 1.0 that we have built into our app right now. The next iteration will be even more dynamic. So let's say that you take that trip to France and you wake up on a day that you don't have any activities planned. You will get a message through the app saying, welcome to Chamonix. I see that you don't have any activities planned and you've told us before that you like cooking. Here's a cooking class that is available today that you might want to check out. So lots of really cool things. And, I know when we went on our last cruise, we spent hours looking at and planning excursions. And they were at all different companies, and I had to check my emails to find where I was going that day. And the great thing is, everything is right in one app. So you don't have to be searching for where all your reservations are. Another really great feature of our membership is that once you've been a member for 12 months, you get to choose one of our curated life experience trips for two, using what we call our loyalty points, which I'll explain to you in a moment, to cover the cost of that trip. And we have some really exciting ones that I'll show you a few of them in just a moment here. So, a lot of people ask, well, how can you pass on these huge savings? Because we have incredible savings on hotels, resorts. We have a partnership now that is going into effect very soon with two of the major timeshare companies. We're going to be offering villas. So, what we do is we negotiate wholesale prices with all of those companies. And our company, MWR Life or Travel Advantage, passes those wholesale sell rates directly onto you, the customer. Other booking companies, like the ones that you see here, Booking.com, Kayak, Priceline, etc. I always thought there were all of these separate companies. They actually are all owned by two companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group. And they like have the same negotiations, negotiate the same types of wholesale rates with the suppliers, but they have a huge marketing expense. You see their ads on Facebook, you see their ads on the television. So they have to add those marketing expenses on top of the wholesale prices they've negotiated. And that's why we can beat their prices, is because we are giving you truly the wholesale rates that we've negotiated with the hotels. So our app covers all of your travel needs. The things that we've already talked about, of course, hotels, you'll get anywhere from a 15 to even up to 70% sometimes discount. It depends on the hotel and the timing of the year. Flights are available through our app. However, sorry about that. Let me change the flights are available. But you're not going to have as much of a discount on flights because the airlines control their prices more. So you might find like a 2 to 5% discount on flights through our app, which is still a great, a benefit, because everything that you book through our app, you get travel credits back towards future travel. So it's like getting a discount, but on the back end. You can rent cars. We have an incredible lifestyle mall that allows you to get access to luxury goods at wholesale prices, incredible prices on cruises, and we offer all the major cruise lines, all-inclusive resorts. We have a relationship with Ticketmaster, and with that, when you buy tickets through Ticketmaster, you get travel credit back within our app to be able to use towards future travel. You can also purchase tickets directly through our app through other vendors that are typically much lesser priced than if you go directly to the main supplier. We have transfers from the airport. We have life experience trips that I'll show you in just a moment, grounds transportation, activities, and flash deals if you have some flexibility in when you travel. So I want to show you some examples of the actual savings that we have been finding just over the last few months. So I started with this, I was introduced to it about 3.5, almost 4 months ago. And, at that time, my husband and I were looking at retirement, and we were not feeling great about our preparation for retirement. So we had decided we were not going to take any major trips over the next year or two. And truthfully, it was pretty depressing. Like, I love to travel. So we were just like buckling down and saving. And I really hated that feeling, like not having a trip to look forward to. And also like not feeling like we were in control of our retirement in the way we wanted to be. So since we have joined the travel club in September, I took 3 trips. My husband and I, a trip to Telluride, Colorado, like a long weekend, another long weekend at a conference with a girlfriend in Vegas, and then a long weekend in California with three of my girlfriends traveling just around California. In those three trips, we saved over $1,000 with our app. And I can tell you, everybody I talk to has joined this, who is using the app, is making back their investment in it very quickly if they're actually using it. And I love that. It feels really good to know that we are going to be able to travel for the rest of our lives. Like, we were just with our family this weekend with my son and his family and my three grandkids, and we're planning a big family trip with them, and like looking at every year, and like we're really creating incredible, priceless memories and also a legacy for our grandchildren. And to me, that's super important. And I feel like I have so much more hope than I have in the past. So, I'll show you here some of the savings that people are seeing. This is on a Disney hotel. I know so many people love to go to Disney. On our app, it's 1173. On booking.com, it was 1719. With our AI, we do have a comparison automatically built in, and it will show you the savings over booking.com on every hotel that you look at. So you can also see here on JW Marriott in Phoenix, a significant savings over booking.com. This is just one night at a particular hotel, a savings of $258 near Disney in Florida. Another Disney property here, our app was $320. It was less than half of booking.com, $684. And all of these comparisons are the exact same dates and the exact same rooms, types of rooms. So I told you before that we have something called life experiences. So these are our curated trips that are at specific dates, at specific locations, that are company plans. So when you become a member of Travel Advantage, there's an upfront membership fee, and then you pay a monthly membership fee. But we do have a way for you to get that membership for free. But you are not just paying that to the company and that money's going away. That money is actually deposited into an account. Think of it like a savings account for you to use towards future travel. The money in that account we call loyalty points, and it is applied dollar for dollar towards future travel. So you can see here that this particular life experience trip that we have is a Hawaii life experience trip, and it's $959 a person. That right there is a great price. But you can also apply $350 of your loyalty points towards that. So 950 minus 350 brings it down to $600 per person. This exact same hotel or resort in Florida on booking.com is $3,451 for two people. So you can see the incredible savings on that life experience. And that's just one. I'll show you some others. We offer cruises that you can individually book cruises on any dates and any cruise line that you choose, but we also have cruises that are offered at deep discounts through our life experience trips. So this is a 8-day, 7-night Mediterranean cruise, $990 a person, but you can apply your 300 loyalty points. So that brings it down to $700 a person. For the same cruise for two people on booking.com, the cost is $2,952. Pretty amazing. And I want to go on that cruise. It's closed for this year, but there will be more. So there are three different ways that you can get started with our membership. The first one is called our VIP membership, and it is $19.97 a month. This is an option for people who maybe can't take that yearly trip because of family or whatever the circumstances might be. And maybe you're a soccer mom and you travel on the weekends quite often, and you need to be able to get hotels and resorts. So you can see the things there that are covered with the VIP membership. The second level of membership is what it's called the Elite membership. And with the Elite membership, you have access to everything within our app, including the life experiences, including our luxury lifestyle mall, and deep discounts on cruises. Stays are like longer term, like if for a week or longer, those would be like the timeshares that have extra rooms available. That's actually how I stayed in Vegas. I got a whole week. The cost was $700, but I was able to apply 300 of my loyalty points. So it cost me $400 for an entire week in Vegas at a very nice place. So lots of great options. We are adding villas to this as well. Think private butler, private chef. How fun would that be to take your family or friends on a trip like that? So that is the elite option, and the cost for the elite is $120 to get started and $120 per month. However, remember, we can help you to get that for free if you simply refer 3 other people at the elite level or the elite turbo, which I'll tell you about in a moment. Your membership fee is covered, yet your loyalty points are still deposited into your account to be able to use towards future travel. So one other thing that we have is a one-time payment, and it's an add-on to the elite, and it's called Turbo. With the Turbo, it's a one-time cost of $249. And with this, it doubles your loyalty points that are deposited every month. So normally you're paying 120 at the elite, you're getting 120 loyalty points deposited into your account. With the Turbo, you are getting 240 loyalty points deposited into your account every month. And the great thing is, at both the Elite and the Elite Turbo, at the end of 12 months, when you have been a member, you can take the loyalty points that you have left within your account and you can apply it towards a trip for 2, completely covered other than airfare with your loyalty points. So imagine, that cruise, it was $999 a person. You take 2,000 of your loyalty points and you get an incredible trip at the end of the year. And if you're a Turbo member, you'll have enough points to take several other trips throughout the year. So let me show you a little bit now. Like that gives you the background on our travel club. Now I want to tell you a little bit about our company, and also if you're interested in earning an income with this, what that looks like. So our parent company, the business behind this is called MWR Life. It stands for Making Wishes Real. And it operates in over 160 companies. We have been operating since 2013, and in the last 8 years specifically as a travel company. So we are a stable company with almost 1 million customers. And we are now in a massive growth phase because we've been operating mostly in Europe and the Eastern Bloc. And just in this summer, like right after I joined, or right before I joined, we launched North America. So this is an incredible time to be a part of this because we are in momentum and it's growing fast and it's exciting. And remember, I had talked about before, just the company itself is stable, and we have a Trustpilot rating of 4.8 out of 5. One of the main reasons that I chose to join this company was because of our CEO. So our CEO created our Travel Advantage app. He founded our company. He is the sole owner. We are a debt-free company. And he has such a strong vision and passion. He wants to be the #1 travel company in the world, not the #1 direct sales company, but the #1 travel company in the world. And that's why he's invested so much into the AI. And he has a really interesting kind of background. He grew up or was born in Israel, and his family had to immigrate from there, and grew up very poor. And really the first travel that he did was in college, and it was eye-opening and life-changing for him. And the travel bug really struck him. He said that he just looked at the world in a different way, and he loved meeting new people. And he has a passion for sharing that with others and allowing us to be able to share it. And, when I had the opportunity to meet him, I was flown in with a number of other leaders right as we were launching. And he is just a very humble, real, visionary man. And I love being affiliated with that. And his vision and who he is as a person is a large part of why I said yes to sharing this with others. So you might be wondering, like, how can you get paid? Is this real? So it definitely is. I can share with you since I joined, I have made several $1,000s, and I actually have established an over $2,000 a month steady income. And we are just getting started. For me, like that gives me such peace of mind. Again, like going into retirement. One of my husband's goals was to retire like 3 years earlier than our original plan was. And now I know that like we are on track to be able to help him do that. And I love hearing and seeing the people's lives already in this short amount of time that have been changed. I have a good friend, Jenna. She's a single mom, and she was living with her parents until a month ago. She's a full-time insurance agent, works really hard, but could not afford her own rent for and a house for her son and her. And because of this, she now has been able to get a home for herself and her son. Another young mom named Carly, pregnant with her fourth child. Her son or her husband had a pretty serious accident last year, and they were very far behind in medical debt, and really like struggling and wondering like how were they going to pay the bills. And because of this, they are able to do that and have security going into having their fourth child. I have another friend that they own a business, and that business, the income had dropped down pretty significantly. And because of what they earned with this in just a 90-day period, they were able to cover their bills. And they were literally in tears as they were sharing this because they were so grateful for this. So there is a real income opportunity here for those who choose it. We get paid in 8 different ways, and we pay upfront commissions as well as a residual income as you grow a team and help support your team. We have leadership bonuses all along the way. We pay out a total of 85% of the money that comes into this company. And the reason we're able to do that is the cost for our CEO to run this company is actually very low. He does not have a huge corporate headquarters. There are no warehouses. There are no products to buy and ship. We are a digital product that he created and he owns. So essentially, his costs are customer service, and the rest of it he passes on to those of us who choose to share it. And I love that. And there's like rewards in there for helping others to succeed. So I had mentioned before that if you refer 3 people at the Elite or Elite Turbo, your membership is auto financed. And so that's usually our first goal with people, is just to help them get to that level. And then from there, look at what are your goals, and we will support you in doing that. I can tell you that we have a huge global community. We have a system that works. We have leaders that will lock arms with you and train and mentor. We have Zooms like this on a regular basis. We have in-home meetings to be able to support you if you choose to share this. And the AI powered tools that I've talked about within our Travel Advantage app, our CEO actually owns another company that is an AI company, and he's also applying those to our business model and tools to help us as ambassadors in the future. So it really is a plug and play business that you can do from anywhere. You can do it in the pockets of time. Most people are either, working full time or doing another business. And that's the great thing about this, is it's so flexible. So one thing that is really important to know is that timing really is important. And we are, as I mentioned before, just launching North America. We are just almost 4 months into this. We started with 2 people who said yes, and then a handful of leaders of us who said yes after that. And it has grown to over 3,000 people at this point, ambassadors in North America. And it's growing quickly, and your friends are bound to hear about this. And why not let them hear about it from you? And you can all travel together and benefit together. And so the timing is really critical to be able to share it now. And also, there is something about momentum, like being a part of a team and a company that is growing, creates an energy that all of us benefit from. So I invite you to really take a look at this because, I don't know about you, but like I read some stats the other day that I could relate to, but I also was a little astounded by. Like, did you know that 78% of people in the United States are living paycheck to paycheck? And over half spend $1.21 for every dollar that they make. So, I mean, it's no wonder that 95% of people by the age of 65 feel like they have nothing, they're broke, they don't have money to live on. And I love that we have a vehicle here to help people to change their future, not only in how they travel, but also their financial future. And travel is a $9 trillion industry. It's one of the largest industries. People in all ages are wanting to travel more and more. So if you're looking at how could I add an extra income, why not be a part of one of the biggest industries with one of the fast teams and with timing with a company that is just launching? Um, from 2013 to 2020, we had just 100,000 members. By the end of this year, we are projected to have 1 million members. So now is the time. And you probably, as you're listening to this, are in one of three positions. Maybe you're listening and thinking, the travel benefits sound interesting to me, but I'm probably like the VIP, the $20 membership might be the best fit for me. And maybe I know a few other people that would be interested in it. Or maybe you're looking at it thinking, I would love to be able to, first of all, get my membership covered by sharing this with three people, get that trip at the end of 12 months to be able to take every year. And I'd like to earn $1,000 or $2,000 a month and share this part-time. Or maybe you're like me and you're looking at this and saying, I want to create a legacy. I want to create a legacy for my children and my grandchildren in the time that we spend together, the experiences that we have together with the trips we take every year, but also in the income and the legacy that I'm producing through this business. We definitely have the systems in place and the mentorship and the vehicle in place to help you create that if that is something that you desire. So I want to encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to this. Let them know where you are. Let them know what your interest is. They can answer any more questions that you have. And if you're ready to get started, they can help you to do that right away. And I look forward to possibly traveling with you and locking arms with you. Thank you guys so much for being here today and have a great rest of the day.